I sometimes get signals of interest. I ask for a number or a date, but get rejected. Maybe I move too fast and should get to know them better first. I know these girls from class and work. So it's important to make sure you have rapport, like especially if you're doing approaches, you're talking to women in person. You got to be able to carry a conversation and enjoy talking to her, and vice versa. She's going to seem like she wants to talk to you. If you're just trying to get a number and then run away real quick, and you don't take time to establish rapport, that's kind of like trying to make an online date with somebody that you don't take the time to get rapport with. Because again, if the conversation doesn't flow in person, or if it's online, if it doesn't, you talk on the phone and it doesn't flow, there's no reason to go out on a date. So, but you say these are girls from class and from work. So you probably misread their interest. But sometimes women will be giving you indicators of interest even though they're married or they have a boyfriend. And you should take that as a compliment that they find you attractive. But that's going to happen. You're going to see indicators of interest from women. Then you're going to approach them and ask them, and they're going, "Oh, I got a boyfriend. Oh, I'm married." Or you get their number and they just blow you off. It's going to happen. It's just a numbers game. It's going to happen most of the time. Most, unless you look like Brad Pitt, you should expect to get rejected the overwhelming majority of time you ask women out. It's just the way it is. That's why when somebody comes along that you really like and who likes you, it's so much better. It's so much more easier and effortless and more fun, and there's more passion when it starts out that way.
Ex broke up with me 3 days ago. She remembered I got my wisdom teeth taken out today, and now she wants to bring me soup. Should I bring up why?
She probably wants to come over and beat up your pelvis. Say, yes, come bring me some soup and some rebound sex.
And I'll turn you into soup.
Because, the thing about that situation is you got to remember it's your job is to create an opportunity for sex to happen. And she wants to bring you some soup. She wants some soup and a hot beef injection. That's what you should assume. So give it to her. Your job is not to get back together with her. Your job is to beat up her pelvis properly so she keeps coming back. She's probably a little thirsty. So take it as a compliment.
Yeah, and you don't need your teeth for sex. Just saying. All right. Sportscast. Which part of the book was the hardest part for you to learn or grasp when you were learning this stuff?
Well, all of it, especially early on, because the hard thing is that when things when I was younger, wouldn't go my way, of course, I'm going to ask the girl I am dating or was dating.
I Jesus.
God damn.
Those cruise ship
water
have a lot
taxi.
to say on this. Or the water
That's not a
taxi.
cruise ship. That's a fucking water taxi and an obnoxious pilot
Jesus.
who wished he was driving a cruise ship. But
They have a lot to say on the matter.
back to what I was saying is that, when you ask a woman when she no longer wants to date you or she just wants to be friends, it's like you usually get an explanation that is meant to not hurt your feelings, but it's not going to be really helpful. So that's the hard part. When you look at Sigmund Freud, and he said the one question he was not able to figure out, after his whole life of inquiry into the human mind was, what does a woman want? Because he would ask, 100 different women what they want, he'd get 100 different answers, and the answers didn't make sense. But when you understand that women operate emotionally, and when they talk, they emote based upon their feelings, and the feelings have basically a 24-hour expiration time, like the weather report does. It's not something that they teach you. Even if you ask a woman, they don't fucking know. All they know is that their feelings are different today than they were yesterday. So that's the hard part. But as you get better and you come across other people that are more advanced and know what they're doing, and then especially Doc Love, The Way of the Superior Man, Tony Robbins stuff, that I got into, it's just, especially one of the things that Doc Love says, women love a guy that's a challenge. And then I thought back to the girl in '94 that, I called her at work because I was too drunk the night before to get her number. I didn't even think about it. All I knew was I woke up the next day and was like, man, that girl's so hot. I didn't get her fucking number. What an idiot. And I remember where she said she worked. So I called her there, and she was real busy. And she says, let me get your number, and I'll call you back. And I thought, she's just dismissing me and blowing me off like all the others. And then next fucking day, she called me back, and I was stunned. It was just like when I went to visit her at the bar that her family owned. And she kept getting pulled away by different people. And my buddy and I was like, this girl doesn't like you. Let's get out of here. I left. And then the next morning, like at, I don't know, 9:05 or 10:05 a.m., I'm still like sleeping off the hangover. I get a call from her, and she's like, where did you go? I looked everywhere for you. I was like, what? I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And so when you have moments like that, and that particular woman, it's like, the last time I had met somebody that I felt that way about had been years. And who felt that way about me had been years. And so you don't get a lot of experiences, because at the time, I'm wanting to get the ultimate woman, at least the woman that lights me up on the inside like so very few do. And so you don't get a lot of experience when they only come along every few years. And especially if you fuck it up, they're gone before you have much interaction. So it's really hard to learn things. It's easy to do everything right when you don't really give a shit about the girl. You're not that into her. But somebody that knocks your socks off, it's like it was hard to figure out why they kept dipping. Why they were so into me in the beginning, and then afterwards they were not.
My girlfriend broke up with me because I wasn't showing her enough attention. I wasn't really that into her. And then a week later, she texts me saying, are you not going to try and fight for me back? Question.
So if she says that, you should say, hey, you, well, why don't we get together? Invite her over, make dinner, hang out, have fun, hook up. She's the one that fucked it up and ended it. So she's got to fix it. So what's really happening is she's bothered. She's like, oh, I can't believe you didn't try to fight for me. So it's bothering her because she cares about you, that you basically communicated you didn't really give a shit. You were okay with moving on. So that means she definitely likes you. She still likes you. And if so, what does the book say? If she's reaching out, you assume she wants to see you. So just arrange the next get together. And in this case, since she's dumped you, you should be following what's in Seven Principles, get an X back. Invite her over, hang out, have fun, hook up. You don't have to get back together or anything. Just create the next opportunity for sex tapping. She has to be the one to bring that up, getting back together. But if you're really not that into her, then say she gets to that point and she wants to get back together, just say, no, I think I'm good with friends with benefits. I'd like to keep dating and seeing you, but I want to date other people. And she might dip after that. And you just say, hey, no problem, I understand. You know, hit me up if you change your mind or want a little rebound sex or you miss me because I love hanging out with you. But wear a raincoat. You don't want to slip one past the goalie.